The music for Twilight is Falling was composed by Benjamin Carl Unseld, born in West Virginia, 1843, buried in West Virginia in 1923. Having left school at age 14 to work as a shop clerk, Benjamin Unseld first learned music from a co-worker who showed him a shape note scale from the Carmina Sacra, a very popular shape note hymnal. His friend showed him how each shape note represented a tone in the musical scale and how to practice singing the notes by singing the shape names Fa, Sol, La, Mi. It would not be until 1866 that Unseld entered the Musical Institute in Providence, Rhode Island, and by 1870 he was working with many of the hymn publishing moguls of New York, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. Of the many tunes Benjamin Unseld wrote, Twilight is Falling was published in at least 70 hymnals and is considered his most successful. In the Songs in the Night video, The Meaning of Twilight is Falling, I talked about how this hymn is known as both Twilight is Falling and Twilight is Stealing. In our video, The Making of Twilight is Falling, I traced the history of shape note singing as it applies to this hymn. This is what shape notes look like. Instead of musical notation, you have where the notes would be on a ledger: a triangle, Fa, a circle, Sol, a square, La, and a diamond, Mi. What makes this system easier and faster to learn than usual musical notation is that the shape notes represent tonal relationships to other notes, and once you learn the intervals of a melody, you can sing that pattern in any key. As a musician, if you want to change keys, you have to consider how your specific instrument is tuned and make adjustments in how you play. Singing a cappella, without instruments, just voices, you focus on the melody for your part in the harmony. Shape note music is divided into 4 parts: treble, alto, tenor, and bass. In modern shape note singing sessions, singers form the hollow square, where each group of people singing a part face a leader in the center and create a focal point of sound. In a shape note singing session, people take turns being the leader. The leader calls a song from a specific shape note hymnal. The leader then sings the names of the shape notes that show the melody. Everyone sings with them until they have the lead melody in their head. The lead part is usually the tenor part where the melody can be found. Here is the melody of the verse and chorus of Twilight is Falling. Twilight is falling over the sea. Shadows are stealing dark on the lea. Borne on the night winds, voices of yore come from the far-off shore. Far away beyond the starlit skies, where the love light never, never dies, gleameth a mansion filled with delight, sweet happy home so bright. The easiest way to learn a hymn, or any piece of music for that matter, is just listen to the basic melody line repeatedly. When you can hum the melody or sing da 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 da, that's when you're ready to add lyrics. In shape note singing, the soprano singers can take the treble part. But if your voice, like mine, is not pitched that high, you can sing the treble part an octave lower and be considered a low treble. All those taking the treble part practice it through until they're confident. Here's the low treble harmony line for just the chorus. Far away beyond the starlit skies, where the love light never, never dies, gleameth a mansion filled with delight, sweet happy home so bright. You do the same thing for the alto part, which tucks in right below the tenor lead. So now that you get the gist of part singing, I'm going to play all 4 parts on the piano so you can hear how the harmony works. That's a very basic introduction to shape note singing, and I hope it makes you curious to try it the next time you come across a shape note singing event. To find where these events occur, check out the links in the resources. Most of you are instrumentalists, learning to play hymns and sing them for your own enjoyment. The tempo of Twilight is Falling is slow, meditative, and peaceful. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are only 2 chords in the whole hymn, the 1 chord and the 5 chord. The chorus is just 4 measures and the verses are 8 measures long. In the main melody there is only a 5-note spread from the lowest note to the highest note you'll sing. So here's a music video of the whole thing, and if you want to practice playing along, we're in the key of G, so the 1 chord is G and the 5 chord is D. We'll show you the first verse, then the chorus, then we'll just do the remaining 2 verses without the chorus and without chord changes so you can practice hearing where the chord changes should occur. Twilight is falling over the sea, shadows are stealing dark on the lea, borne on the night winds, voices of yore come from the far off shore. Far away beyond the starlit skies, where the love light never, never dies, gleameth a mansion filled with delight, sweet happy home so bright. Voices of loved ones, songs of the past, still linger round me while life shall last. Lonely I wander, sadly I roam, seeking that far off home. Come in the twilight, come, come to me, bringing some message over the sea, cheering my pathway while here I roam, seeking that far off home. So what makes this hymn so ethereally evocative? The timing of the phrasing and the harmony possibilities we talked about earlier. For you bluegrass jammers, this is a fabulous song to call because it's easy to sing. And if you've got someone who can put even one part of the harmony in, you're golden. Twilight is Falling lends itself beautifully to various acoustic instrument solos. Because it was written for a cappella voices, a violin or fiddle solo sounds very natural. This wistful melody is especially good for guitar, mandolin, dulcimer, auto harp, even harmonica, because there's space in the phrasing for smooth, sustained tones. I hope this was an enjoyable way to learn this hymn. We'd love you to tap like, leave a comment, and if you want to know when our next video launches, please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications.